saxophone player that's influenced you the most?
Michael Brecker.
I knew you'd say Michael Brecker.
Or Wayne Shorter.
Yeah. Worst gig you've ever played?
Oh, man. Okay. So, okay, I can't say that. Never mind.
Okay.
Too close to here.
Never mind. Okay, let's see. It's a project you're most proud of.
Speak No Evil, that live concert we did, that was a lot of fun. Had a lot of great people on it. Had Sam White, Jay Fitzgerald, like Every Broke Your Scare, Miller. Had Jace Lewis doing the cameras at Seaton's in Cleveland. It's pretty wicked.
Nice. Yeah, the production of that was really good.
Yeah, it was awesome. All great people, yeah.
I send that video to people when I'm trying to get them to hire you.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, it's a great video.
It's a great video.
Chase did a great job with it.
Okay. If you could play with any current living artist right now, who would you play with?
It's a great question. I never thought about that. Oh, why? Brian Blade. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to look him up. I don't know Brian Blade.
Look up Brian Blade Fellowship, the greatest jazz group.
Okay.
Modern jazz group, yeah.
All right, what about no longer living artist? Who would you play with?
Michael Brecker.
What's like a bucket list destination, studio or venue or something you like to play at?
I would love to play a Body and Soul in Shinjuku, Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, we went there on a trip a few years back, and it's an incredible venue.
That's cool. Man, I'd love to go to Japan. I'm trying to sneak myself onto Dr. Bailey's trip.
All right, so what was that? Oh, hidden artist.
Yeah, who do you think is like one of Chattanooga's hidden gems?
Probably my professor, Alan Wyatt. He's probably the most insane player in this area. Him and Sean Perkinson, and they're not necessarily involved in the music scene at all, which is insane that more people don't know about him.
I would have said the same thing if you had asked me. I would have been like Alan Wyatt for sure. Oh. All right, maybe one more. Let's see. There's a freak accident, and it makes you unable to play saxophone ever again. What other instrument would you build a career on?
I play bass a lot, so I try to do bass.
Okay. Now, freak accident, even worse. You can't play music at all. What would you do?
I'd do what I could do, you know?
Yeah.
Figure out how to work.
Yeah.
The best capacity I could, I guess.
What kind of work you think you'd be drawn to?
I like reading and writing a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'd write some books, or maybe, I mean, if it's a freak accident, you know, I could be like, oh, I'm a pastor now. You know, that's just my testimony.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what all great testimoniers do.
Right. Yeah.
It's like getting a freak accident, best thing that could ever happen.
Gosh.
That's so wrong. Never mind. Might need to cut like out of that.
Welcome to the Gig City Music Group podcast. My name is Matt Kelly. I'm the founder of Gig City Music Group. And the point of this whole project, the whole Gig City Music Group thing, is to help musicians like yourself find fulfillment in their craft, connections they didn't have, open doors they didn't know were open, and to just ultimately make Chattanooga the most fulfilling place in the South to do music. And I really believe that if we invest in artists that way and build some professional infrastructure into what we're doing here, that it will not only help musicians, but that Chattanooga as a whole will become a place that's just better to live. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. Today I've got Austin Petitt as a guest on the podcast. Austin is a saxophone player, jazz musician, and just an awesome dude. I've gotten to know Austin over the last year or so, and he really is a stellar young man, amazing musician, very professional, and I can't wait to ride his wave up as he goes on to do awesome things. So we're going to talk about what he's been doing in music, what he's got on the horizon, and anything else that comes up today. So without further ado, here's Austin Petitt.
Hey,
good morning.
What's up?
Dude, I'm excited to have you on here, man. I've loved working with you so far. And man, guys like Austin is just, he's putting in the hustle and doing the work and building the network and all of that. And because of that, you're getting a good amount of work. You're getting way more work than I've gotten, or than I got when I was at Lee.
Praise God.
So, but yeah, tell us a little bit about what you got going on. Tell us about yourself and your music, and I don't know, just go where you want with that.
Okay. Yeah. As you said, I'm Austin Pettit. I'm from Cleveland, Tennessee. I'm a current student at Lee University, not for much longer. I graduate in 2 weeks, December 12th and 13th. One of those days I graduate.
Yeah.
I haven't figured it out. I got to check my calendar. But I play saxophone. I've been playing since 6th grade. Didn't take it seriously until I got to Lee. So I started doing a lot of jazz when I got to Lee. My professor, Alan Wyatt, he basically just taught me everything I knew. One of the best guys ever.
Yeah.
Recently just been doing a lot of gigs and stuff, but doing a lot of school too. So that's just taking a lot of my time. And this has been a dream come true. Every night I think about this podcast. I say, please let it be today.
Yeah.
And finally we're here. And I've tried convincing this guy multiple times to let me be on this podcast, and he would never let me. So I just showed up today, and he let me be on his podcast. I mean, he had no choice.
True story. Threat of violence.
Threat of violence. I did say I would burn this place down if he wouldn't let me be on his podcast.
We had a good insurance payout. Yeah. So you're about to graduate. And so your degree is in what? Music
business. Oh, yeah. So I do have a degree at Lee University. Those were required to go there. So I have a music business degree. And so for my music business senior project, I recorded an album. And, we're going to work on that a little bit more, probably re-record a song or two. But I plan on releasing that pretty soon, have some originals on there. I got some really good friends of mine to record on it. Garrett Miller, Avery Brokish, Will Duncan, and Joe Amore. I'd like to get Jose Hairston to record on it just because of scheduling conflicts. I ended up recording both saxophone parts, but it would be awesome to have Jose on there as well.
He's legit, man.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's one of super huge influence to me, Ali. He, as a student that's above me, he's definitely an upperclassman I look to, and he encouraged me and definitely pushed me. We pushed each other just to become really good musicians, and it's awesome to see kind of how we're both starting to slowly move up in the music scene here.
Yeah.
So praise God for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's the plan after you graduate? I know that's the dreaded question that everybody asks you.
Dude, it is. More people ask me lately, and it's hey, what jobs do you have lined up? What do you have? And I'm well, as it turns out, I actually just don't have anything lined up. Yeah. But gigs are getting more consistent, and I'm starting to get more things. Starting to do a little bit more stuff with weddings and wedding groups and whatnot. I would love to have a church job. That'd be great. I would love to be able to maybe MD or maybe just to be involved more at a church in a more, talking role, speaking role, sort of like this. I wouldn't mind doing stuff like that. Any time I can give to God out of what I do would be incredible. So
that's cool. Are you sticking around Chattanooga? Is that the plan?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've also had this conversation. Everyone's are you going to move to Nashville? I'm why would I? Yeah. It's Nashville's 2 hours up the road. Knoxville's an hour and a half that way, and Atlanta's 2 hours down. It's this is the perfect middle point. It's why do I need to move anywhere else? Yeah. Yeah. And there's a lot of money to be made here, too. So
there is, yeah.
But don't tell anyone that. There's not. There's not. Come here. Do not come here.
Yeah, there's money to be made here, man. You just got to know where to look for it, and you got to know how to how to market yourself. You got to know how to be a human who talks to humans, Tell me a little bit about just you really have only been actively working as a musician for a little over a year now, right? Your first gig was the thing we did with Rick Rushing last year, right?
Yeah, and that had me super nervous, man. I was oh gosh, this is a real thing, man. I'm getting paid a lot of money for this. Yeah. And then we did it, and I was oh, this is what it's going to be like. This is easy. Yeah. And it's been that easy ever since.
Yeah. Tell me why it's easy, because a lot of people would very much disagree with you.
I think it was easy. Half of it was I try to put a lot of work into my practice and stuff and my crafts, and I still have a lot of work to do. Everyone has a lot of work to do, but just the amount of work I put in, I think made it easy. But also the other half of it was how welcome everyone was. It was just immediately just talking, and that was just awesome. It wasn't I had to break the conversation or start the conversation 8 million times. It's the conversation when people were just willing to talk, people were cool, and I think that helped me the most, and that boosted my confidence immediately. I was this is gonna be easy.
Yeah. How do you think things would have gone differently, or do you think they would have gone differently if that first gig hadn't gone well?
Oh, I literally wouldn't know anyone, because immediately after that gig I went to a Songbirds jam, and I had never been to Songbirds. I never went to anything, never involved in Chattanooga. And at that jam, I met people like Dakari Kelly, and then, well, he also played that gig, and Jared White played that gig as well. But I met Adam Stone there. And if I had not done that, I don't think I would have ever met Adam Stone. I wouldn't have known about him.
Yeah.
And since then, he's become an awesome dude I've gotten to know as well. So
he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, if you're watching this and you haven't seen our very first episode with Adam Stone, you should go watch that episode of the podcast. He's great. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So I want to know, like so many people, they say they want to do gigs, and they say they want to make a living at least part-time with their music, but they just like never get off the ground. They say, oh, there's just like no opportunity here or anything like that. Like why do you think that's been different for you? Do you think it's something about like who you know, or just like your character, or what do you think it is?
You know, it is very interesting you asked that. I don't think anything could have happened in the more random way possible. For instance, that first gig, it was just sent out an email. So I play with Premier Jazz Orchestra too, and I hardly do, but Steven just sent out an email and say, hey, there's this guy in Chattanooga looking for help on this gig, and I was like, hey, sure, I'll do it. I sent him an email, did it, and then all that happened, and that was all pretty random, but I don't think it was. In terms of opportunity, sometimes you have to create it, but sometimes it comes to you. So I think a lot of the time the issue is that people, they get opportunity and they get scared of it. They want it. I know they truly want it, but deep down they're just actually kind of scared. They're nervous that, they won't be good enough or whatever. Yeah. And they may not admit that, but honestly, that is a root cause of why they may not, take a gig or whatever. But you have to take those opportunities and you have to suck.
Yeah.
You have to be able to suck. And people are okay with that. It's like no one's going to be upset because you're out there doing a music thing. It's like there's not going to be a lot of people there that are bashing on you. I mean, maybe musicians, but normal people aren't going to be upset. And but another thing as well to get opportunity, and that's helped me a lot, is just God has provided for a lot of everything I need, and I definitely would not have been able to do it without Him. And you as a musician, you have to give back everything, that's been given to you. And, if I didn't give everything I had for God, He'd still provide, but He's been incredible. And that's definitely helped a lot. And there's been so many things that have happened. Like yesterday, we filmed a DoorDash advertisement video with the marching band inside of a house. And with a football team, it was the most random thing I've ever done. And then like playing with this wedding group I play with, going to Nashville doing that. And so there's been a lot of opportunities and a lot of random things that me as a person, I know I could have never have done or never have gotten, because I know I'm not the best player. But, just knowing people, also talking to people. That's you have to talk to people too. So that's how you get a lot of opportunity. And it's like, if you're a cool person, and just be yourself, be nice, and always go out of your way to do stuff for other people. That's another thing that people miss. You don't have to do stuff for money. I wholeheartedly disagree that you should do stuff for money. You should always be willing to go out of your way to do stuff for other people, because it will come back to you one way or another. Like, I told him my rate was $500 for an interview, and like we're doing today, and but I decided to cut him a break and give it to him. No, I'm kidding. But no, seriously, it's like, if you're able to do something, you should do it. Proverbs 3:27 says, "Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it, if you're able." So if you're able to do something, you should. Doesn't matter if it's free or paid. You should, because it's not only benefiting you, it's also benefiting the people around you, and it's going to build a better community. So sacrifice is great, and it's not bad sacrifice. It's like it builds you up and it builds other people up. So,
dude, I have like 4 questions at least, and we're going to take a break for me to think about which question I'm going to choose. So we'll be back in just a second. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back to the Gig City Music Group Podcast. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit all the buttons, serve your majesty the algorithm so that more people can see content about local musicians in Chattanooga and can get some helpful educational stuff for building their career as a musician here. Like and subscribe, hit all the buttons, go share it with your friends. It's going to be great. We're going to get back with Austin Petitt now. Dude, so we were talking about before the break, just how one of the things that you think has played into you having so many opportunities is one, just deciding that you're going to do things, right? Another thing being like you really want to dedicate your craft to the Lord and to like work as if working for Him and to serve people before serving yourself. I'm trying to decide what question to ask you about that because we go so many different directions. And if this podcast was like 2 hours, that would be.
Well, ask and I'll let you know if I don't like that question.
Sure. Great. Yeah.
I don't like that one.
Yeah.
Think a different one.
Yeah. What, well, actually, all right, I do know where I want to go with this. So you said one of the things that keeps people from just doing things is fear. Like
Okay.
people, I mean, I don't know. What do you think people are afraid of?
Well, I see it all the time. I think people are just afraid of taking just the first step because they're uncertain. They don't know what's going to happen. And I see this all the time with some of the people at Lee. It's like, you want to be able to, craft it. You want to be able to make it perfect before you do it. But it's like, if you don't have the time to make it perfect or, maybe make that one particular thing. It's like someone asks you to do like a gig or like, it's like, I don't know, I don't know if I know those songs completely well. I need to make sure I know them well. It's like, no, you should just do it. And it's like you being there. It's just, it's going to help you be more confident and be able to know your music better. It's like, it just comes with time. So, it's okay to suck.
It is okay to suck. I have an interesting relationship with fear. I'm like, I don't think a lot of people like really know this about me, but like I'm afraid all the time. And it's something that I like have to actively tell to shut up. Like, dude, and like part of it is because like, we don't have time to get into my story. Not that, we would even like want to, because this podcast is focused on you, but like part of my story is like I really did have like a lot of an ego that I had to kind of work through, and now there's part of me that's just like afraid of that part of me not being integrated well into my identity and coming out and hurting people. In fact, I was telling Nay, I had a dream like last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure you were in it actually. Because I was at this concert. My wife and daughter were there. Josh Gilbert was there. I think you were there. And then some of my students here at the ministry were there. And we were watching this concert. And I looked down and I had like these like porcupine quills all over me. And every time I turned, I accidentally was like poking all of you guys. And to me, that was just like representative of like. I am afraid, of certain parts of my personality, like hurting people because they have in the past. And like, I have swung the pendulum, I think, too far into like caution, and it's like robbed me of some passion, and it's robbed me of leaning in to like some of the things that make me feel most alive, like songwriting and concerts and, like crafting ideas even for Gig City Music Group, man, because like one, I'm afraid, is like any success that I would have, like just coming from a place of like needing to perform well to be okay in my identity. And if it fails, like how do I handle like the failure of that too? Like, because I used to attach like failure to my identity or whatever. So anyways, like there's some fear of that too, but then also fear of just like like, man, if I'm playing for somebody else's thing, am I going to let them down? Or, and I don't, and then also there's like this other category up at the top of just like ambiguous fear. Like, I know that I can't account for everything and all of the information. And so, like, what if I'm not prepared for something unexpected that's going to happen, Or what if I try this? What if I take a risk and, like, maybe put some resources into recording something, or put some resources into a concert, or into advertising for a business or something like that. And then I don't ever get that return, and my family's worse off because of that financially, whatever. Like I have a daughter that depends on me, So it's like all these things like well up inside of me, and like I have found, like going back to your statement about like how your faith informs what you do. Like I found the only thing that has helped me to be able to tread forward now with all of that fear and anxiety is just the reminder of my actual identity and where that comes from. Because this is not true for everybody, but like basically all of my fear can be boiled down to like, do I actually know who I am? Am I good? Am I worthy? Am I lovable? And man, if you don't have a solid foundation for that, it's really hard to make art, right? I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? That's not even a question, but like.
This is going to be edited, right? So I don't necessarily know if saying this is, I don't know if this is right. I don't know how to speak English, so this may not be the right word, but you'll figure out what I mean.
Yeah.
Fear is a good thing and a bad thing. It can be. Mm-hmm. You were talking about, and as a father, you want to be able to provide for your family. It's like, you want to be able to do the best for them. But it's like, you don't want to do anything that's going to hurt them or whatever. And there's that fear that resides there. It's like in your wife and the people around you. It's like you want to be able to do good for them, but you also don't want to fail. And it's like, what if I fail?
Yeah.
What if I do this? And it's really easy to get locked in that mind space. It's like, I could do this. I could fail. I might fail. I am going to fail. But maybe you should fail a little bit. Because you can realize that, oh, wow, I can't do this on my own. And, of course, the relationship that we have with God pushes us to realize, like, hey, I'm not perfect. I know, personally, for me, I screw up daily. I make so many stupid decisions. Like, no one is dumber and worse than I am. I promise you that. But there's so much forgiveness and grace with that. And there was a psalm that me and Garrett and Avery were talking about yesterday, Psalm 32, and David was so stubborn, he's so stupid, and he was like, oh man, he's like, I'm stubborn, I don't want to ask for forgiveness, but I'll ask for forgiveness, and then God forgave me, and still provided for me. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, it's like, not even just that, but also all the people around us are so incredible people, and you also realize like, hey, I can't do it without them either. Yeah. So there's a kind of comfort in the fear. It's like, hey, because you are in charge of this, there is a certain level of animosity, maybe fear involved, but there's a lot of comfort knowing that we're not in this battle alone, and we're here to help each other. And even in the hard times when we have to make hard decisions to be able to move on with life, those things aren't done alone. It's never done alone. That's something that's incredible, so that we get to be able to work these things out with other people.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I'm assuming doing this thing, starting this whole Gig City music thing, and I'm sure there's other things you've done as well. Mm. I mean, dude, this is a huge step of faith. And Cube Living, too. Yeah, holy moly. Yeah. Wow, look at this guy, Matt Kelly, right here. And I'm sure it was a huge step of faith, but you've had people to help you along the way as well, really, as well as people. God. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, of course there's fear involved, but it's like, it's incredible that there's fear involved. There's chances to be taken, and there's opportunities to be had. How awesome is that?
No gain without risk, right?
Exactly.
And also, like, dude, I think a life without risk is boring, right? Like, where's the adventure in that? Um, I mean, you don't want to be an idiot, but honestly, like, the younger you are, the more time you have to recover from being an idiot, too, though. So, like, try stuff, right? Yeah, like,
That's true. That's what I'm doing right now.
right,
I'm
exactly.
just a huge idiot right now.
And it seems to be working for you overall, right? Right.
Being
So
an idiot is working out. It's
go
really
be
good.
an idiot. That's just the only thing we clip as a short from this. Go be an idiot. Um, what would you say to someone who is like where you were at like a year and a half ago, not really having any experience out in the scene, um, and like wanting to make a career out of music, but not sure where to start? You know, they're just, it's not even that they're like afraid necessarily. It's that like they literally don't even like know what that means. They just know that's where they want to go. Like, what kind of advice would you give them?
You know, just do what you do know at first. It's like, okay, if you don't know what to do music, start with what you know. It's like, okay, where does music happen? Like, what kind of music do you do? You know, if you do folk music or rock music, it's like, okay, I would really like to do this. I should look up, you know, places in town to play at. You know, if there's a coffee shop, there's tons of concerts at coffee shops and stuff. You know,
Mhm.
if you're interested in playing, just reach out. You know, reach out to people, talk.
Yeah.
I've sent out 400 emails, 500 emails, maybe 5 or 6 responses
Yeah.
about playing at places, and 5 of them were no, and 1 of them was yes.
Hmm.
But that one of them that was yes was incredible. So if you don't know where to start, I don't know, shoot out emails to everyone. Someone
Yeah,
will
yeah.
freaking want you to play.
It is definitely a statistics game, man.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're like awful at communication, if you send out enough, eventually somebody will talk to you.
Yeah.
And then that gives you data, it gives you like practice, and potentially gives you an opportunity to play somewhere or to make some money, to meet some people you didn't know before.
And oh yeah, just go to other concerts too.
Yes.
Like, go talk to people. You definitely should talk to other musicians, because that is important.
Mhm.
That's what's gotten me everywhere. It's just talking to other musicians and just hanging out. So yeah, if you don't know what to do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say too, like for an introvert listening to this who's like, oh gosh, if I have to succeed, I have to talk to people, or if I want to succeed, I have to talk to people. Like, get an extrovert to adopt you. You know, like
Yeah.
find someone.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be that person. I'll talk to anybody on earth, and like find somebody who's like that, and just say like, hey, can I tag along with you to some things? Would you introduce me to some people? Right? And like, get over that imposter syndrome crap
Yeah.
that's holding you back, right? I mean, a lot of us have an inner critic that's like, oh, what about such and such or whatever. But like, man, like just tell them to shut up and go do the thing, right? So we've talked a little bit about mindset stuff, which I love. We talked about like the emotional side of making art and being a human and putting yourself out there. But you've also like done some practical things that have moved the dial forward in the direction that you want to go. Like, I know you've done some, like, you've got some clarity around some of your goals, and then you've kind of like worked backwards on like, what are some inputs that I could put in that would move me toward that? What are some of those things? Some of the inputs that you've put in that have moved the dial forward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had like a brain fart there for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, "What do you mean? What have I done? What am I doing?" So some of the practical things I've done, you know, just upload videos. Doesn't matter if they suck. You know, it's something. One of them are bound to be good, and one of them are bound to catch people's attention. You know, 1 out of 1,000 videos, one of them's gonna be good. So a lot this summer and leading up earlier this year until the past like 2 or 3 weeks, because school's been insane, and but I've just been posting like crazy, and it's helped. I gained like, I don't know, 1,000 followers in a month and a half,
Mm-hmm.
And then I stopped posting, and then I stopped getting followers. But I've started posting again, and it's helped. But going on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all the social medias, it's like you can't post too much. You literally just copy and paste it. It literally takes 10, 15 minutes to do it all. You can do one reel a day, and it'd be 10 or 15 minutes. You can do multiple reels.
Mm-hmm.
Dedicate an hour to doing that. And it's like, I'm sure everyone basically probably has an hour to do that. It's like, just take the time out of your day. It's worth it. It's helped me get gigs.
Yeah.
Like the one wedding group I play with, the After Party Experience,
Mm-hmm.
and from Golden Rose Entertainment, they found me on Instagram, and they said, hey, we looked up, saxophone players in Knoxville, and you were one of the guys. And I was like, how incredible was that? It's like, I would not have gotten that gig. And there's another one called Mudbug Stompers from Nashville. They were playing a gig in Knoxville. So, hey, we need a saxophone player tonight. Can you do this? Found you on Instagram. Just looked up sax player.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
That property thing that you guys did last month, they were like, hey, who's that jazz combo that you represent? I saw them on Facebook and they were really good. Or I saw them on Instagram and they were really good. Like, could we book them?
Yeah, that'd be,
Like, they literally were like, hey, like, I think Matt knows that guy. I liked his video. We need that, right? Like,
other practical things, just send out emails, talk to people. Dude, just talk to people. I mean, we're supposed to talk to people, and talking to people is good. It's never a bad thing. And it's, super awkward. Like, I think the conversation we're having now is super awkward. I don't like Matt, but I'm talking to him anyways. So it's fine, But, you just got to talk to people and get to have connections, start those things, email people, text people, call people. And there's going to be opportunities presented to you every day to talk to people. So don't neglect it. Always just talk to the people around you. Make good connections.
Yes.
Practice your instrument. Work on your craft. Make it good.
Yeah. I'd say too, like on the people thing, like one of the things that's helped me get work is giving other people work. Yeah. Like talk to people, like other musicians, yes, but then talk to people who need musicians, like people at schools, universities, churches, whatever. Like I talk to a lot of people in those spaces, and like a lot of them now, like if they need a hole to fill, they're like, hey Matt, do you know a drummer? I need someone for such and such. I'm like, yeah, let me send them one. And then if I can't do a gig, like I always know exactly like who I'm going to recommend for that. I want to give people that opportunity. I want to open that door. And people tend to be really reciprocal. Not that like I'm doing it in like this calculated way, like, I'm going to get work for doing this, but actually doing it because you want to give the person an opportunity.
Yeah, and it's also awesome to be able to like give people, it's like, especially if they're going to enjoy it, it's like you can give people gigs and not be, selfish about it.
Right, yeah. It just means there's going to be more opportunity in general, when you give somebody an opportunity.
And it helps them. It helps you, build that connection with them too. And then, more opportunity because they're going to be like, oh, well, I mean, I'm assuming the person you recommend is going to do a good job.
Right. Yeah. I'm not going to recommend somebody who's going to suck. So if I've recommended you, be honored. All right. And if I haven't, go practice.
And if he has, don't suck.
Right. Yeah. Or you will never hear from me again. You'll never work in this town again. Oh, well, man, this has been fun. I could ask you a bunch more questions. Guys, you should go look at Austin Petitt's stuff. We're going to put links to all of his things, so you can check that out. I would say, where can people find you? But we'll just put a link, so go look at the link.
You can find me. I'll tell you my address. It's
yeah, so you can dox him. Austin is one of our pioneer artists, a feature artist. He is available for hire through Gig City Music Group. So if you're looking for jazz for one of your events, he's got lots of different forms that his combo can take, duo, trio, all the way up to, I don't know, however many people we want to get together for jazz. We also do vocalists
and stuff too. So it's like we have a super wide variety.
Yeah. Super flexible, very classy. And also just like he's a professional guy who's also easy to work with and not like stuck up. So he's just enjoyable to be around. So go check him out. Like I said, you can find him on our website, chatgigs.com. You can see some posts in our Facebook group about it. If you're not in the group, you can join the group. But check him out. He's great. I want to get this guy work because he deserves it. Lastly, before we like officially close and I give you the spiel of all the things that you need to click on, before I tell you all the things that you need to click on, we're going to end this video here in a minute with some music performed by Austin. Austin, tell us a little bit about what they're going to hear.
Oh, yeah. So last year, almost a year ago, November 23rd last year, we did a cover concert for Wayne Shorter. Wayne Shorter passed away last year, and we did a cover concert of his album, Speak No Evil. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. And it was awesome. Incredible crew. Great choreography, camera. Did incredible work. Jim Baldry let us borrow a lot of his equipment, so we had some really good mics and great cast of people. So, yeah. And we're going to play a song called Dance Cadaverous.
Yeah, it's a good one. Man, so check that out. Stick around, listen to it. It's good. Guys, I appreciate you for tuning in to the podcast, for supporting local musicians in Chattanooga, for making Chattanooga a better place to live and to be and to make art and connect with other people. Check out chatgigs.com. We've got an event calendar with all the music events happening in Chattanooga at any given day. You can go find one entire boatload of events on that. So go check that out. Also, if you are a musician in Chattanooga or you are somebody who is supporting musicians or has something like a business that would aid musicians, you can join our Facebook group. We'd love to have you in there. You're going to find out about networking events and our different artists' concerts coming up, different educational things. So it's a cool place to be. Go check that out. And then once again, let's bow down to the algorithm and serve them some likes and some subscriptions. All right. Click the buttons if you support local music. All right. If you don't click the button, that means you hate local music. So just know that about yourself. All right. Seriously though, love you guys. Thank you for supporting what we do. Let's make Chattanooga awesome.